And you get double skill chains, right? Love it. I will push the button.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
I have a brilliant idea!
Another one. What happened to the previous idea?
This one is better. Meet me in town.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn right. In 100 yards, turn left. At the roundabout, take the first exit. At the roundabout, take the third exit. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn left. Calculating route. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 100 yards, turn right. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 200 yards, turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
I have two cars here. A first-generation Volkswagen and a seventh-generation Volkswagen Golf. Made in Mexico for almost half a century. Sadly, they stopped building them in 2021. But we can still race them. What do you say? To make it fair, I will give you a chance to make an informed choice. Let's go for a test drive. And I've got lots to tell you about Volkswagen Mexico. Volkswagen Mexico headquarters are in Puebla City. It started production in 1967 with the famous Beetle. As we call it, the Bocho. VW made multiple attempts at replacing the famous Beetle with newer models, but all of them failed way short of achieving the production figures until the Volkswagen Golf came into play. The first generation was released in Mexico as the Volkswagen Caribe and had quite a few variations, including the Golf GTI you're driving right now. VW engineers, inspired by the Beetle GSR, designed and prototyped the Golf in secret as a skunkworks project. Little did they know that the Golf GTI would become the hot hatch. Shall we jump 40 years in the future and try the 7th generation? The 7th generation of the Golf first appeared in 2012. This version is the Volkswagen Golf R, R meaning race. This was the fastest Golf with a 0 to 60 time of 5.1 seconds. Volkswagen Mexico produced all 7 generations of the Golf, totaling more than 2 million units over 44 years. In fact, a lot of Golfs you find in the US were built here. If you want to go again, we can do that. The 7th generation of the Golf first appeared in 2012. This version is the Volkswagen Golf R meaning race. This was the fastest Golf in the range, with a 0 to 60 time of 5.1 seconds. Volkswagen Mexico produced all 7 generations of the Golf, totaling more than 2 million units over 44 years. In fact, a lot of Golfs you find in the US were built here. All right. Enough driving around. Let's go head to head, after you've had a chance to rest. I'm a fair man. I'll let you choose. Which Golf do you want to drive for our little race?
I'll take the Golf GTR.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn left. Calculating route. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Arrived at your destination.
I hope you know some shortcuts. See you at the finish line. Don't make me wait for too long. I see what you're doing, but you still can't win. What a race! I am actually surprised the first generation still holds up. I'm sure you didn't cheat. I have a story to tell you, my friend, about the old wolf in the swamp.
Are we going to a zoo?
A swamp! I'll pick you up.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Calculating route. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn around, and it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn right. In 200 yards, turn right. In 400 yards, turn sharp right. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
That's the old wolf.
No, that's an old truck. The wolf is waiting for us at the swamp. Haley asked us to clear some debris, and I've got just the car. But we need to get there first.
Of course! Who do you think I am?
The driver who destroyed a record-breaking amount of fences.
That's fair.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right.
See? Got it here in one piece.
And gave me a few heart attacks. And now, let me introduce you to the fourth Lobo. This car is more your style.
Now that's a hecking good wolf.
We call it Lobo here. Marketing in this country is outstanding. Let's get to work. See all that Russian stuff? Clear it out. What? No, it's not just an excuse to throw the Lobo around. It is just an excuse to throw the Lobo around. In the 90s, Ford decided that they needed to rebrand the F-150 for the Mexican market. And the name Lobo just has a real ring to it. They started using the badge in 1997, and the rest is history. The Ford Lobo quickly became one of the most popular vehicles in the country. Lobo is still used for the modern Rangers like the one based on the F-150 Raptor you're driving. But we don't just call it Lobo. No. We call it Lobo Raptor.
So it's the same car?
Now, there are loads of differences, like a dog and a wolf. The Lobo only comes in XLT and with higher trim levels. The base version is still sold in Mexico as the F-150, but the Lobo is the Elite F-150. Great, job's done. And the scratches will buff right out. Thanks for the help. Now I just need to get my abuelo's old F-100 back to the garage. I've got 1,400 horses and I need you to help with them.
I think I know what this is. I'll be right over.
Hey, Omar. Sorry to bother a future Hall of Famer, but can I have your input on this next adventure?
One juggernaut coming right up. I'll tell Jay to make it a good one.
Yes, you did it! Horizon Rush is complete! Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with several drift zones. I am gonna set the ultimate Trailblazer route. Actually, I'm gonna stick down 2 gates, and you're gonna set the ultimate route. It'll be wicked.